Hello. So today we're going to look at Jordan Peterson, which in of itself is already bad. But today we're going to watch his video titled A Message to Muslims. And now I'm not Muslim, but I still want to hear the message. So I think we should take a look at this and see if we can apply this to ourselves, even if we might not be Muslim. Because you might be Muslim, but I'm not Muslim. You see what I'm saying?
I have developed an audience in the Muslim world.
That was such a fucking harsh cut. It was like, boom. There's no need for that level of intensity right now. Right now it's like 9 in the morning. Let's tone it down a notch, please. That fucking scared me.
And that the comments from the Muslim watchers and listeners to my YouTube channel and podcast have been so extraordinarily positive. And all this is lovely to see in the aftermath of the extraordinary Abraham Accords, which have laid out the possibility for peace between all the people of the book in an unprecedented manner.
I don't like the way he's speaking. They're like, okay, he's speaking English right now, right? But something about the way he's constructing the words and he's putting them together, he's fitting those puzzle pieces together. It's like incomprehensible in my brain. I wonder what his message is going to be, because there's 6 minutes left of this video, give or take. 6 minutes left of this video, and he's got a message to all Muslims. I really hope it's not going to be incoherent nonsense that's based on a bunch of generalizations of a bunch of different people from a bunch of different cultures that Jordan himself is not a part of and really has no relation to. It couldn't be that. There's no way this video is going to be that.
It is time for those of you in the Muslim world to stop fighting among yourselves, you Shiites and Sunnis, and also time to stop regarding the Christians, and even more specifically, the Jews, as your enemies.
I don't think it's really his place to be like, yeah, get your shit together, because he's not of that group. He is not of that culture. It comes off as very weird and like looking down on them, because it's like, get your shit together. We have our shit together over here. But even based on that premise, we don't have our shit together over here. I say we as in not including me, because I'm not Christian, but he's Christian and he's talking about like, oh, like Christians got it together. No, the fuck they don't. Even if you look at it from his perspective of like homophobia, transphobia, all these like actually like morally harmful things that he thinks is positive, if you look within Christian communities, they're not like united. And they shouldn't be, because a lot of them have bad fucking ideas. So it's good that some of them don't have those fucking ideas. He acts like, oh my God, y'all Muslims over there, y'all's fucking fighting and shit. Y'all are fucking hating Christians and Jews and shit. Like, that's not a huge problem in the Christian world, the infighting, but also the anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I'd say, honestly, there's a bigger problem with Islamophobia in the Christian world and anti-Semitism in a Christian world than there is in the Muslim world. Now, I'm not Muslim. That's a guess. But I'm just saying, based on what I've seen, it is very rampant here. If this is where we're starting right now, this next like 5 minutes is not going to be that fun.
The best place to find Satan, let's say, is within.
Does Jordan Peterson need glasses? Because he is squinting really hard to read whatever fucking teleprompter or flashcards he has. He's like, the enemy is within yourself. Just move the screen a little closer to you, my guy. Come on, Jesus Christ.
And you have therefore fallen prey to the most subtle temptation of the ancient demonic spirit. So your best bet on the spiritual warfare front is to make of yourself and your Muslim practice something so admirable that the light shining from your well-constituted psyches and productive, generous, and wise actions is so intense that people convert to your faith from sheer admiration.
He's speaking like he's trying to fill up the word count. You don't have to speak like this. You could say it in a very straightforward manner. I mean, your rhetoric and the way you choose to speak, that's your stylistic choice, whatever. But this is fucking confusing. What I'm getting from this is he's saying, Muslims, if you're nice, people will convert to your faith. Right now, you're mean. That's kind of the message I'm getting. I don't really know exactly what he's trying to say.
As your own prophet himself, peace be unto him, forthrightly said, then what divides you? You all believe, for example, in a book. You all believe, for example, in God, and believe that you have an ultimate duty to that God. You are all followers of a prophetic tradition. And that is a tradition that unites the wisdom of the past with the vision and voice of those willing to see and speak truly and lovingly in the present.
Why is he talking like this? He normally does. I've seen other shit of him, like, unfortunately, because he says some dumbass fucking shit. Like, I say, like, 99% of the shit he says is stupid. Even when he was saying dumb fuck shit, it was said in a manner that, like, was straightforward. Like, you could understand what the fuck he's saying. I can't be the only one who thinks this, right? That, like, it's just, like, a really odd sentence construction and, like, choice of words. It's a lot of filler.
By the system of vengeful Luciferian ideas that currently confronts all that is transcendent, traditional, and valuable on the sexual front, on the familial front, on the conceptual front, on the psychological and sociological front, and, in the final analysis, on the theological front.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? Is he trying to be like, oh, we have so much in common on like the goals that we're going for? Like, you want this and we want something very similar. Da, da, da. Just say that. In the final analysis. What are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you saying?
So, how about we all quit squabbling over trinkets and details?
Does he not realize how, like, not only like bigoted he comes off right now of just generalizing this entire large swath of people full of like, what, like a billion people or some shit? It just generalizes them all into like, stop your squabbling, you little children. He's talking to fucking Muslims like they're children. He's got his head so far up his own ass that he was like, yes, I have a Muslim audience, so let me make a message to them. You fucking dumb children, you fucking piece of shit little turd buckets. How about you stop being fucking stupid and be smart like us Christians? That's what he's saying. Insane way to get your message across to a group of people you're trying to like. He's so dumb.
That it is not the individual carriers of the woke, politically correct, degenerate, neo-Marxist idea.
He just said a bunch of buzzwords. He was like, let me fit as many plus words as I can into the sentence. That was a whole lot of garbage, a whole lot of nothing. That was a nothing sandwich. What the fuck did that mean?
Even the committed student ideologues who have, for example, attacked me and others like me rather viciously are generally, say, 90%, or perhaps 80%, reasonable and potentially civilized people.
He says that like he is a civilized person. Didn't he not like go on a breakdown on Twitter? He's talking about, oh, these are the people who are civilized people. They could be civilized people potentially. 80% of them. Like he did not. He's not the most fucking piece of shit person on the planet. He literally just like harasses trans people online, and he's like, you fucking you had surgery. You had your breast removed. You evil fucking Marxist scum. He's so not self-aware. He also had a meltdown on Twitter because it was like a plus-size model, and he was like, they're not beautiful. They're not beautiful. They're on that swimsuit cover. They're not beautiful. First of all, the woman was gorgeous, like absolutely stunning. He just had a meltdown on Twitter because he wasn't attracted to the person who was on the swimsuit model cover or whatever the fuck, and he acts like he's a civilized person. What a kooky character.
Shiites, find a Sunni pen pal. Communicate with someone on the other side.
You're talking to like the little children. If you write some letters, any problems you've had historically are just gonna go away. I'll be honest, I don't know much about the attitudes of Shiite Muslims versus Sunni Muslims. I don't know that cultural context. But to imply that any solution or whatever the fuck is gonna be because people had pen pals is fucking stupid. He's such an idiot. Oh my god. He literally started off this video saying, oh my god, I'm so happy I have this large Muslim audience that we're so in common, we're so similar. And then by the end of the video, he's like, how about you be a good fucking person, you piece of shit? How can anyone take this dude seriously? That's my question. How can anyone take this fucking piece of shit seriously?
Even to those whose premature cynicism and skepticism have driven them into the towers of babble, constructed by the avatars of the resentful intellect.
And we're back to him saying nothing sandwiches again. At least when he was being like fucking Islamophobic and wherever the fuck, like it was a bit more coherent. But as soon as he stops, like as soon as the hatred leaves his body, as soon as he's not fueled by anger, it's just fucking gibberish. It's just babble.
Is there someone in the Muslim world willing to build an electronic system to bring people from the Sunni and Shiite community together? A place where people of goodwill could reach electronically across the divide, person to person, and to formulate the kinds of personal, trusting friendships upon which a lasting peace truly might be founded?
You think a social media platform is going to be the solution to any problem? Yeah, this guy's dumb. This guy's holy fuck, is he stupid? He doesn't even realize it either. This video's still up too. It's been out for like 2-3 weeks.
There's a task for someone looking for a purpose. And it's an open invitation to do just that. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, get in touch with me. You'll figure out how to do it. And I'll publicize it.
Yo, if you build this social media, get in touch with me. I'm not gonna tell you how. You'll figure it out, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so that video's over. Thank God. I think it's so funny how he posted this and he's like, yeah, the Muslims, they're gonna love this shit. But if you look at the comments, every single comment is like, yeah, he don't have credibility no more. Or like, I was a Muslim viewer, now I'm not. Fuck this guy. He's a narcissist. Da, da, da. All the comments are like, fuck him. Yeah, so my end of the road thoughts on that video. Jordan Peterson, Islamophobic. He generalizes large swaths of people that are not of his own culture. He feels like he has the authority and the expertise to comment on other people's cultures and the problems that go on within that culture. He didn't do any research for this video. He just said a bunch of buzzwords for the most part. A bunch of buzzwords and a bunch of Islamophobia. So I say this feels like a normal Jordan Peterson video. My final takeaway of this video is fuck Jordan Peterson, you piece of shit.